Okay, so we've got 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to this coffee morning. We have a slight change today. We originally, the lady we originally had, the leader we had lined up this morning, unfortunately one of her children's not well, so we've got Sharon very, very kindly stepped in ahead of schedule. She's lined up for next week. So thank you very much, Sharon, first of all, for stepping in at the last minute like this. It's absolutely brilliant. Many of you know Sharon is a very successful leader within FM. Got a huge team, and what I'd like to do today is start by asking her to tell a little bit of her story, because many of you in the group may not know Sharon, particularly if you're new to the business. So Sharon, how do you get involved first of all in FM?
Hi everyone. Basically, I needed the cash. We were getting married in Mexico, and I needed some extra cash. I was working in HR, and I was just a part-time wage, so it wasn't covering what I wanted, and I was a bit of a bridezilla, and I really wanted all the extras, because not only we were getting married in Mexico, we also were having a do on the night when we come home. So I needed more cash. So I just went, because back then when I started, I first registered, well, God, I think it was about October 2011. There was no, I wasn't even on Facebook, so I had to use Google to search work from home opportunities and things like that. And then I found FM perfume, and I thought, oh, perfume, who doesn't like, smellies? And I worked with a load of women, saw the prices and everything, and I didn't even, I didn't search, what I would do now, you're searching your sponsors and all that sort of stuff. I just jumped right in, signed up, and got the big kit. And I think that's part of my personality as well, is I would just jump right in, get the big kit, because I knew that with that big kit, I'm going to get, target everybody with every perfume and aftershave going. So I went and done that. I've done it for probably about 8 weeks, and then I stopped. I got offered a full-time management job, which I'd done, and I knew it was a temporary contract, so I only done it to get the certificate and the experience as you do. Then that contract ended. We got married, contract ended. So this was probably, now we're looking at November 2012. This is when I basically started back with FM. And then I started team building, because I saw the bigger picture. I went to a meeting at Leyland. Roy was there.
Oh, yeah.
Lynn were there. Justina, it was Justina's meeting. She was leading that. Who else? David and Marilyn. Rachel, who else? Oh God, there's so many people were there that I think I was only about 6% there, but I was doing personal parties. I was doing party plan. So I was doing like 6% to 9% personal points doing party plan. Went to the meeting, and that was it. It was February.
So
Roy, wasn't I? It was like, this is where I've got to be. This is what I've got to do. These guys are driving the nice cars, going on the nice holidays, they're earning fantastic incomes. And I thought, and I'm still here now, flogging a dead horse and doing just the normal mundane, going to work, doing this, school run, doing the shopping, and then never having any spare cash. And, I wanted spare cash. I wanted to go on holidays and things like that. So I am, I suppose, a bit of a red personality that way, but I'm, a lot blue, because I like my personality is like with Roy, and I tend to work with people that way. So I like the party plan. I love meeting people. I don't stop talking. Don't stop talking, do I, Roy? We're nearly over on my dick.
No, from that meeting, I think you left just after the meeting finished, didn't you? And a few of us were sort of, chatting in the bar a bit and everything. And we were talking about you after the meeting, and no, it was all good. And we, a group of us, I can't remember who the few of us were now. But Stephen Bond was one of the people there. We were all saying to each other, how that lady's really, really bubbly. She's going to be brilliant, And
the rest is history, isn't it? Because I think from that February, because I do it with all my trainings, because I screenshot them very the biggest bit of advice if you're team building is get a diary, and you don't have to do it to the extreme. I do it every single day. Write your points down, write your total members in your team. Then month on month, year on year, you can track your growth. So I knew that my business was growing every single month, and I was adding about 40 people a month. But this was way back when Facebook worked. So everybody, you know, again, that's another training, because I really do a lot with social media. So I was building a big team. So from the January I started team building, I hit 21 in the May. I done Pearl in the July, and I done Amaranth in the December. So within the 12 months of starting to team build, I just basically smashed it all. And I got, I think in my team now, I think we've got maybe about 5 or 6 Pearl Orchids we've had. So there's a lot of levels being reached, and it's just about duplicating, you know, a simple system. You know, it's just wear the product and open your mouth. There's a lot more to go in depth to it. But yeah, you know, if you want something bad enough, you'll do what it takes. And I quit my job in that December as well, because I was earning, I think I picked up maybe about nearly £3,000 that month, as opposed to my 450 quid wage. So I always just wanted to beat my wage, that if I can earn 450 quid plus maybe an extra 100 to give me, you know, get my nails done and some nice things. But then I was, you know, smashing that, and I thought, right, let's do it. Let's just grab the bull by the horns, quick work, and just, you know, run the business. And then it just goes from strength to strength from then on.
And on the tree, at the point when you decided you really wanted to go for it, how many months had you been inactive in that?
Yeah, God, I was about to drop off the system. I was just about to drop off the system. So to you team leaders out there who are sponsoring and building your teams, I get you where you say, I've got so many inactive people. I'm signing people, they're not doing anything. I'm contacting people, they're not doing anything. You know, blah, blah, you know, it's just exactly the same. I get it, because it happens to me constantly. It still happens. It happened then. But I suppose I'm a type of person that you should remember, that who, you know, no matter how many zeros or, you know, your grey lines on your tree you've got inactive, that one day they might come back, because the time wasn't right for me when I first started FM. It just wasn't right. I had too much life going on, and I didn't see the bigger picture. So, you know, that's life. Life happens. So until you work with somebody, and then we've got this opportunity group now to put people in. That's fantastic, because they can see real stories. And until you actually go to meetings, go to conferences, you physically can't do that. I couldn't. I was in the middle of nowhere. So we've got the opportunity group. Add people to it, because until they see the bigger picture, they probably are going to remain a zero on your tree as well, until the time is right for them to come back. So never discount somebody who's inactive, because, you know, I just went and came back, smashed it, and the rest is history with that.
That's a brilliant tip there, you know, within the opportunity group as well. Is not just for people who are looking at the business. You know, it's perfect. It's a perfect way of sponsoring people online, because you can add them to the opportunity group, show them videos, and then follow them up. But it's also can be used for people who got in the team who, you know, as you said, it'll be people on the tree that people got who are, you know, are not as active, and it's good to add them to the opportunity group, so then they see that bigger picture.
And the only time I really wanted to get going was because of Roy's emails. I was always getting the emails, and I never stopped getting them. Granted, they would come and I wouldn't look at them because the time wasn't right. But then come that month out, you know, I was just looking on my emails, and there's one from Roy. And I thought, right, you know what? I'm going to get back in touch with Roy and start, you know, get this business back up and running. And that's what I did. So as with the opportunity group as well, it's just a fantastic resource. People would say to me, you'll probably get it, maybe. It's part of the objections. I don't know anybody. I can't sell. I don't know how to do this. And I tell people from my own experience is, I am an only child. I don't, when I started, I didn't have a large circle of friends. I only now have a circle of friends on Facebook. And they were mainly from school. And I'd done my first party for somebody I went with at school. So, and where I live, I'm like way up on the Scottish border. So there was nobody around me. I was nobody in Cumbria, nobody, I don't even, there was nobody in the northeast. There was certainly no, there was just, it was just so new. So again, it's so new in a lot of areas as well. And it's like every 10, I've totally gone off track. I always do. But now I'm remembering about the 1 in 10. I'll tell you about the 1 in 10 in a second. About sponsoring Inactives. So yeah, people are going to say they don't know anybody. We've got that opportunity group. You've got the technology there, and that's how I built my business up, was online, doing the webinars, doing Zooms, doing the Facebook. It wasn't live then, so it was like Google Hangouts. I've got you. Maybe you've seen me on YouTube. I done a lot of my business came from my YouTube channel. It's full of training. It's absolutely jam-packed with training, demonstration videos. So I really would urge you to go and have a look at my YouTube channel, because it's got stories from orchids on there. It's got how to work the website. It's got loads of tools for everybody in the whole business. So go and have a look at it, and maybe think about doing that yourself. If you're not confident enough to go Facebook Live, do a video and upload it that way, because you can do about 10 takes on there. And people like to see that. So that's how I built a lot of my business up.
No, there's I know you've got loads of great material on there, but perhaps after this live bit, if you can put a link to the YouTube in the comments below, then that'd be brilliant for everybody to
absolutely. It's jam. I think I've got 300 odd videos on, but it's all FM related. Every training on there. There's some tips on social media on there, so it's all good for working your business on a budget, because I'd done it with nothing, literally nothing. My kids didn't even have a winter coat. It was that sad. I didn't even put a Christmas tree up that year, and then I picked up my kit again, and the rest, it just happened. But for your inactives, for every 10 people you add, probably only one will actually say yes, tell me more information. Every 10 people on your tree, maybe only one will actually place an order. So never think it's you're doing something wrong. Maybe think, oh, what am I doing wrong? I can't recruit. I can't, team build. It's not. It's the same across the board. It's just a numbers thing. So you just got to add more people. Simple as that. Just keep adding. And when you get to the higher levels as well, you might, I don't know, hopefully none of you think that we all just sit back and do nothing, because if we were to stop putting people into our funnels and into our business would, it would just nosedive. So we always have to be working the business. You take a month off, it will reflect in your business. You only post once a week on Facebook, it will reflect in your business. You have to be constantly working your business.
Yeah, consistency makes a huge difference to it, doesn't it? Consistency makes such a difference.
Oh my God, yeah, absolutely. You've got to be at it every single day. You don't have to be on every single platform. You get good at one, master one, go on all the, trainings you can find, and really, learn about that platform, then move on to another. I absolutely love Instagram. I love Twitter. People are like, well, I can't get Twitter. I still don't get Twitter, but I've got about 1,600 followers on there. And if I was to go live on Periscope, 1,600 people would see me, because it comes up on your feed. So I use it as a strategic tool to get in eyeballs on my business. And you can share from Facebook to Twitter. So it's always getting something, but never discount Twitter for being part of your business, because I found that a great resource as well. So you could get me talking all day about social media.
So is it Facebook you mainly use now? If someone new coming into the business, we've got a lot of new people watching this. If someone new, what would you suggest is Facebook they start with?
Yeah, the chances are they're on Facebook. So, learn about it. You've got to have a business page. So many people say, well, I've got a group, and it's, well, the group's brilliant, but there's no incentive to join that group. You have to have a closed group. You have to have it based. You should have it for your customers only, because that's an incentive to get into this VIP group, this, you know, secret group. And I want into it. So, well, buy a bottle of perfume and you can go into that group. Your business page is your shop window. You need personal profile picture on it, because people, and I always say, you know, I'll never ever forget this, and Linda McNeil will know exactly what I'm going to come out with. Linda was a dog for years, well, not years, she was a dog for quite a while. And, you know, it said, you've got to get personal, you've got to get your face on it. And the minute she put a face on it, her business shifted. And it's the same for anybody else. Don't put a logo on, don't put a bottle of perfume, because
don't put pets up or, you know,
no, or like, you know, on the drink and stuff like that, because that's for your personal profile, you know. But this is a business and you are running a business, so you need to use that as your shop window. And another analogy would be, every day you get up, you've got keys to your business, so you need to log that computer on, which is in effect you opening that shop door. And if your shop door is not open every single day, nobody's going to know. And if you're not telling people that you've joined the business, you're not sharing your page to your personal profile, nobody's going to know. So use your friends, share your page to your profile and say, you know, I've started this new business, I'd love your support, you know, please come and, you know, like my page or share it. Maybe some of your own friends would like that. And then on your business page, you can say, look, I've got a customer VIP group, I do competitions in there, I go live in there. That is more your, you know, you're doing actions in that group, and people want in it because it's the fear of missing out on something amazing. Whereas if you just add loads of people into a group, there's no incentive there to buy or anything. So you need to really, even if you've only got 30 people in there, you've got 30 people that genuinely want to buy, as opposed to 1,200 that didn't want to go in your group in the first place. I've got no intentions. The friends, family, they've probably already bought off you. You know, they know what you're doing. They're doing it to help you. You need to use a lot of your cold market as well and get them into that group. And then you can start looking at Pinterest and everything else, because I love Pinterest as well.
What's your favourite incentive for the ones we've got now this year?
Personally, it's for when I reach Golden Orchid. That's for me. That's my personal one. I want that $2,000 cash. And then I'm going for the diamond cash. So
get rewarded.
Yeah, absolutely. But I think what a great incentive for everybody now who joined before January 2018 this year, there's going to be probably, I would say maybe 90% on here, is the Stairway to Success. You can still go for the cash bonuses, but if you joined after January, you can't. You go for the other ones. You go for the other amazing incentives that are out there. But for you guys that have already been in FM and maybe you've never, you know, got above 6% or anything like that, you can go for the cash bonuses for 9, 12, 15, 18. There's a lot of cash you can be had. So just go for it. But then there's got the Smart Start, the Points Mania, every incentive to, like, when I first started, it's totally changed. It's just amazing, the cash you can get now with FM. So go for it. No, there's no excuse. I bet you everybody in your own street, there's no customers of FM. So again, it's the 1 in 10. If you know, for 400 points, you only need to, for your own Points Mania, is, you know, it's 34 points. So you only need 10 people and then buy your own product on top of that to hit 400 points. It's very achievable, very achievable.
And finally, we've got the Maldives obviously coming up. The incentive, Maldives incentive, haven't we? Everyone's working towards at the moment. You came obviously on the trip to Dubai.
Yeah.
Would you like to tell me about your experience there?
Absolutely. Oh my God, Roy, that was out of this world. You know, I always presume I'm speaking for the whole nation. You all picture, I pictured Dubai not to be as what it was like. I didn't picture it to be as many skyscrapers, and they're not allowed to have more than one. They've got to put the planning permission to Dubai Arab and say, I want to build this structure, and there can't be anything like anything else. It's just so massive. The temperature, couldn't wait for the guy on the beach to give us our free ice lollies, because we were like cooking in 45-degree heat. It was just amazing. And the venue for the gala, It was just out of this world, and it's just so nice to all come together as leaders. It's because we're all so spread out. It's like with conference, it's the only time of the year we get to be together, and you can just talk about FM 24/7. It's just amazing. It's just like, it's like a big cult, isn't it? It's just FM. It's brilliant. And as with Poland as well, I think I've been to Poland 4 times. It's just an amazing place. If you can go to Poland this year, go. The perfume factory. You get to see, how it's all made. You see the vats of the oils that they've got from Drom. You see them putting into the perfume bottles. You see it through the warehousing. And what else the actual head office and things. It's such an amazing experience.
And the massive outdoor picnic as well.
Yeah, drink. It's brilliant. It really is. One of the years we went to me and Clint, I dressed my husband up in the Pongo outfit, didn't I? He was the dog, and I was walking him about the picnic all day on a dog lead.
She doesn't normally do that. It was a contest going on at that event.
No, it was fantastic. And then we had Italy and Sorrento. Oh my God. Pompeii. What a place to go. So, if you can, hit Orchid and get to go on these, holidays, it's absolutely amazing. It really is.
And if people are watching this and don't know about the incentive yet, have a look, go to the FM website, log in, and go to Incentive 2018. It will tell you all the information on there about all the incentives that we've mentioned during the call today.
And the cars. Go
and the car, yeah.
One of my team, because I always ask, what is your why? And if you forget what your why is, your business it's just gone. You should always remember why you joined the business. And my why, it changes. It's fluid. It's like water. It will always change. And my initial why was because we were getting married. But then it changed to, well, I want to, work this as a full-time business. Then it changed to, well, I want, the cars and the income and stuff like that. But now, for me, this year, my why is to get the bonuses, because my son lives in Colombia. He's home at the minute, but he goes back. So I can take off in a flight to go over there. So that drives me at the minute, and I want a new bathroom. So I'm, more on this year. It's about material things and earning the bigger cash bonuses. And who doesn't want a big cash bonus and the monthly wage increase? Because it's life changing. So never forget your why. And one of my girls said she wanted to learn to drive, and I says, well, don't forget FM have got a car. So go for 21% and get the car. Start with the Peugeot and get the Mercedes. No stopping you. Oh, you can get any car now.
The car program is also, you can choose on the Peugeot one now, you can choose, any car you want to, and then obviously do the difference bid on there. So it's really, really, really good incentive for this year.
It is.
Well, thank you very much, Sharon. Everyone's got a lot of benefit from this. And thank you once again for stepping in like that, the way you did at the last minute. That's really, really appreciated.
Anytime, Roy.
Yeah, I think if you like, we'll have you back next week as well as planned. Yeah.
Yeah, that's no problem. Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, we'll do a sort of more specific subject for next week on there. But thank you so much for everything today. Absolutely brilliant.
No problem. Then, if there's any questions, should I quickly just have a little look?
Yeah, have a look.
I forgot that it's swapped over because we're using my system. Right, I'm going to scroll all the way down to the bottom. Let's have a look. Let's see. And I'm using a keyboard because every laptop I get, I ruin. So I've got a portable keyboard. So bear with. It's very clicky. Right. Let's have a look. Lots of good mornings.
I can see the current one coming up. A lot of thank yous.
Yeah, Sadie, thank you very much. Yeah, my way of thinking is very, very different, isn't it, Roy?
So your way of?
My way of thinking. And the way I come out with things, I just say it as it is. I say it as it is. You know, I will never tell you that you can hit a level if I've never hit it myself. If something works for me, I'll tell you that, you know, I'll share that with you. It might not work for you. What works for you might not work for me, but I'm very, very open about what I'll say. Let's have a look. Never prejudge. Yeah, never prejudge at all, Linda. I first met Linda in Poland, in Kubi, and you should never prejudge. It was actually one of my team. It was a few years ago. I was scrolling on Facebook, and she was on about. A man had asked about she was promoting her perfumes, and this is my dogs. I'm getting the garden started. You're doing my head in. Bear with us 1 minute. This is what I mean. This is how open I am. Oh, I can't my pants. Hang on. Yeah. Just. Right. So. What was that, Roy?
Up there about when the conference is in Poland.
Yeah,
oh, yeah. 9th and 10th of June.
Brilliant.
9th and 10th of June. They'll be announcing very soon. I think it probably will be announced in a couple of weeks' time. Is the actual qualification for the actual tickets to get into the event. It's a 2-day event on the Saturday and Sunday. Saturday's the training day, and Sunday's the big party outside. But the qualification is like to be quite an easy qualification to get there. So I know a lot of people have already booked their tickets for the flights, and the hotels are ready to go.
It's an amazing place to go. It really is. But yeah, I mean, just briefly about the never prejudging. It's a guy had a beard, and she says, "Well, you can't buy anything." And I thought, "What? You can't buy anything just because you've got a beard?" I thought. No, I thought we had the balm, we've got aftershave, so you know, and it's people have got a full-time job. Never discount them, because you know I've had I think even one of my orchids was a full-time worker, and then I had a girl who had 6 kids. She reached orchid, so never prejudge.
When I started, I was in a full-time job. You know, I did this alongside it, and you know.
Yeah, so you should never ever prejudge, because everybody's why is totally different. Maybe it's the company, maybe it's just to get out the house. There's lots of reasons. So I'm just quickly getting up. Yeah, go and watch my YouTube channel. It is full. Honestly, you'll be there all day. Be warned. Be warned. Oh yeah, and just put that on. Yeah, I think I've got them all now. I don't think there's any more. If there is, I'll go through at the end, and I'll go and answer them.
And Doc, I'll put the YouTube link in as well.
Yeah. I will do.
Well, thank you very much again, Sharon. It's been absolutely fantastic this morning. We look forward to your next one as well.
Yeah, I'll be more prepared. I'm just winging it today.
And so the next coffee morning that we've got lined up is on Monday. So we're doing Monday to Friday. So the next one is on Monday. We've got another very exciting guest for Monday. We're teasing over the weekend, I think. Ready for Monday on there. So make sure you're there 10 a.m. Monday. You won't want to miss that one either. So take care, everybody. Have a fantastic weekend. And we'll see you in the groups.
Thanks, everyone. Bye.
Bye. Thanks again, Sharon.
Thank you. You're welcome.
That's brilliant. Well done.
Hang on, still on. They'll still be watching. I've got a bit of a lag. That sounds really bad, doesn't it? Right, there we go. There.